When my wife of 51 years died, everyone told me the same useless things. Time heals. Stay strong. She's in a better place. Not one of them told me the truth about what the first year would actually be like. So I had to find out alone. I'm 81. If you've just lost your husband or wife, or you love someone who has, let me tell you the 5 things nobody tells you. You are not losing your mind. You're grieving. And you're not as alone as you feel right now. Agnes died in the spring of 2017, and I want to talk to you the way I wish somebody had talked to me back then. Plainly, honestly, without the greeting card nonsense. Because the worst part of that first year was not just the grief. It was that nothing was what I expected, and I had no idea what was normal. I thought I was going crazy half the time. I wasn't. I was just grieving, with no map. So let me be your map. These are the 5 things. The first thing nobody tells you. Grief does not come in a straight line. They tell you about stages, like you climb down a staircase, one step at a time, and at the bottom, you're done. That is a lie. Grief comes in waves. You'll have a decent morning, you'll think, maybe I'm getting through this. And then you'll smell her perfume on a scarf, or hear a song, or reach for 2 coffee cups out of habit. And the wave knocks you flat all over again, just as hard as the first day. And here is what I most need you to hear about those waves. They do not mean you are failing. For months I thought a good day was progress, and a bad day was backsliding. Like I was doing grief wrong every time the wave came back. I wasn't. That is simply how grief moves. In waves, not in a line. Over time, the waves do get a little further apart and a little less violent. But they never stop entirely. And a wave that hits you a year out or 5 years out does not mean you've gone backward. It just means you loved someone. So when the wave comes, and it will, at the worst, most ordinary moments, do not fight it, and do not judge yourself for it. Let it come, let it pass. It always passes, and you will still be standing when it does. A bad day a year later is not failure. It's love, still moving through you. The waves get further apart, but they never have to fully stop. Let them come. Let them pass. You'll still be standing. The second thing nobody tells you. There is a second blow waiting behind the first, and it is the small daily silence and the 10,000 little tasks. Everyone prepares you, as much as anyone can, for the big grief, the funeral, the empty side of the bed. But nobody warns you about the small stuff that ambushes you for months. The silence in a house that used to have 2 voices in it. Cooking for one, buying groceries for one, the sound of only your own footsteps. And then there are all the things she did that you never even knew were being done until they stopped. Agnes handled things I didn't even know existed. Which day the recycling went out, when the curtains got washed, the birthdays she remembered for both of us. After she was gone, every one of those undone things was a small, fresh wound, 100 times a week. Each one reminding me she was not there. Nobody tells you that grief isn't just one big ocean. It's also 1,000 tiny cuts, every single day, from a life built by 2 people now being carried by one. If you're in this right now, let me tell you what helped me. Do not try to do it all at once or do it perfectly. Pick one small thing at a time, learn it, and let the rest wait. The undone things are not a sign you're failing. They're just the shape of a life that has to be rebuilt slowly, one ordinary task at a time. The big grief you brace for. It's the small daily silence that ambushes you, cooking for one, the undone tasks she always handled. Don't do it all at once, one small thing at a time. Let the rest wait. The third thing nobody tells you, and this one hurts, so I'll say it gently, but I will say it. People disappear faster than you ever expect. In the first week or two, everyone comes. The casseroles, the cards, the phone calls, the anything you need, just ask. And then, somewhere around week 3 or 4, it all goes quiet. The world moves on. Everyone goes back to their own lives. And you are left alone in the silence, exactly when the real grief is just getting started. This blindsided me. The support is loudest in the first 2 weeks, when honestly you're still numb and can barely feel anything. Then it vanishes right around month 2 and 3, when the numbness wears off and the real, bottomless grief finally arrives, and suddenly there's no one there. I do not think people are cruel. They simply don't understand that grief gets harder before it gets easier, and that month 3 is lonelier than week 1. So let me tell you 2 things. First, do not take the disappearance personally. It is not that people stopped caring, it's that they don't know. And second, this is the part that's on you, hard as it is. You are going to have to reach out. The widow or widower who waits quietly to be checked on often waits alone. Call the friend. Tell one person honestly, I'm not doing well, I need company. The ones who love you will come, but you usually have to ask because they think your silence means you're all right. Break the silence. It may be the most important thing you do all year. The support vanishes around month 3, right when grief gets worst. It's not that they stopped caring, they don't know. So you reach out, tell one person plainly, I'm not okay, I need company. They'll come, but you have to ask. The fourth thing nobody tells you, and this one surprised me with how much it stung. The guilt of the first good day. Somewhere in that first year it will happen. You'll be going about some ordinary thing and you'll catch yourself laughing at something, or enjoying a meal, or feeling for a few minutes almost like yourself again. And then it hits you like a slap. How dare you? How dare you laugh? How dare you have a good moment when she's gone? I remember the first time I laughed after Agnes died, a few months in, at something on the television. A real laugh that came out of me before I could stop it. And the instant I heard myself, I felt like I'd betrayed her. Like enjoying 1 minute of life was an insult to her memory. I sat in that kitchen and I felt sick with guilt over a laugh. So let me tell you what I wish someone had told me right then. That guilt is a liar. Healing is not betrayal. Having a good moment does not mean you loved her any less, or that you're forgetting her, or that you're leaving her behind. Agnes would have been furious at me for feeling guilty about a laugh. She'd have wanted me to laugh. The people who truly love us do not want our grief to be a life sentence. They want us to carry them with us into a life still worth living. When that first good day comes, and the guilt comes with it, do not listen to the guilt. Let yourself have the good moment. It is not a betrayal. It is the very beginning of carrying them forward instead of being buried with them. The first time you laugh again, the guilt will say you betrayed them. The guilt is a liar. Healing is not betrayal. They didn't want your grief to be a life sentence. Let yourself have the good day. And the fifth thing nobody tells you, the most important one of all, and the one I most wish I'd known at the start. You do not get over losing your spouse. You learn to carry it. Everyone keeps waiting for you to move on, to get back to normal, to be over it. And you keep waiting for that day to come too, the day the grief disappears and you're the person you were before. I'm here to tell you gently, that day does not come. And that is not bad news. Let me explain. It's been 7 years since Agnes died, and I have not gotten over it, and I never will. But here's what happened instead, and it's the truest thing I can tell you. The grief did not get smaller. I got bigger around it. In the beginning, the grief is the whole house, every room, every minute. You cannot get away from it. But slowly, if you keep living, you build new rooms onto the house, new mornings, new small joys, a grandchild's visit, a good cup of coffee in the sun. And the grief is still there. It never leaves. It's still one of the rooms, but it's no longer the whole house. You learn to live in a house that has a room of grief in it, and still find happiness in the other rooms. That is what healing actually is. Not getting over it, not forgetting her, but growing a life big enough to hold both the loss and the living at the same time. You will carry her forever, and you can carry her and still be happy. Those two things are not enemies. It took me years to learn that. And I'm giving it to you now so you don't spend that whole first year waiting for a getting over it that was never coming. You don't get over it. You grow bigger around it. The grief stays one room of the house, but you build new rooms and find happiness in them. Carrying them and being happy are not enemies. You'll do both. 5 things. Grief comes in waves, not a line. The small daily silence ambushes you worse than the big grief. People disappear right when you need them most. The first good day comes wrapped in guilt, and you don't get over it. You grow big enough to carry it. Every one of these I learned alone, with no one to tell me it was normal. You don't have to learn them alone. That's the whole reason I'm sitting here telling you. So if you are in that first year right now, if you just lost the person you built your whole life with, and you're sitting in a too quiet house, wondering if you're losing your mind, let me say the thing I needed someone to say to me. You are not losing your mind. Everything you are feeling, however strange or dark or exhausting, is normal. The waves, the guilt, the loneliness when everyone disappeared, the days you couldn't get off the couch. All of it is grief doing exactly what grief does. You are not doing it wrong. There is no wrong way. Be patient with yourself the way you'd be patient with a dear friend going through this. Eat something. Let people in. Get up and do one small thing. And know that the wave that has you flattened today will pass, like all the others, and you will still be here. The first year is the hardest thing most of us will ever survive. But you will survive it. I did. At an age when I didn't think I had it in me. And on the other side of it, there is still a life worth living, with her carried gently inside you, every step of the way. I lost Agnes after 51 years, And there were days that first year I did not think I would make it. But here I am at 81, still going, still loving her, and, most days now, still glad to be alive. If you're at the start of this road, I promise you it does not stay as dark as it is right now. Hold on. The morning comes. It always comes. You are not losing your mind. You're grieving. It's normal. And you are not alone, not even now. Hold on. The morning comes.